morning to you, my dear students. Today, we will be covering secondary memory. The contents will be your secondary memory and types of secondary memory. So, let's begin with secondary memory, which is also known as secondary storage device or auxiliary memory. So, these devices are also used to store data. Now here comes the question. We also have main memory in our computer and it is also used to store data. So why do we need secondary memory? We need secondary memory because it can store large amount of data than your main memory, and the data stored in these devices are permanent. That is, even if you switch off your computer or you shut down your computer, the data will remain in these devices. And you can use this data for future purposes. Now these secondary memory comes in various types, that is magnetic disk, optical disk and flash memory. So let's see these types of memory one by one. We will begin with magnetic disk. So it is one of the most popular secondary storage device, and these disks are called magnetic disk because these disks are coated with a magnetic material and they use the principle of magnetism to read or write data. The example of magnetic disk is your hard disk. On to hard disk. Your hard disk is capable of storing vast amount of data, and it stores data on one or more platters or disk. Now these disks are coated with magnetic material, and the data here is written with the help of read-write head, which magnetize a particular area on the disk. So let's see how the data is written on your hard disk, but before that we need to understand the internal structure of your hard disk. So the figure here depicts the internal structure of your hard disk. So here you can see there are various number of platters, and these platters are mounted on a spindle which is used to rotate the disk. On the adjacent side you can see a arm assembly and a read-write head attached to the arm assembly. So this arm assembly helps the read-write head to move back and forth, that is forward or backward. So now let's see how it happens or how your data is written. So your platter or your disk is divided into tracks. Here you can see the circles that is highlighted with blue color. These are your tracks, and these tracks are then again divided into sectors. Now this, on the second disk you can see a sector which is highlighted with a darker blue color. This is your sector, that is all these lines inside the circle is your sector. Now what happens is your read-write head first you know travels the track, then it comes to the particular sector, or you can say the area. It then magnetizes that area or that sector and writes the data on it. That is how your data is written on the disk. We will move on to optical disk. So optical disk, they are your one of the secondary storage device, and it is used to store the information permanently. Now these disks are called optical disks because they work on the principle of optics or rays. They comes in various types such as compact disc, DVD, Blu-ray disc. Next comes your compact disc. Now these discs are very cheap in price, and they have a storage capacity of up to 700 MB, and they uses infrared light to read or write data. Now your compact disc, they come in variety of form. One is your CD-ROM, where you can only read your CD. The next comes your CD-R, that is CD recordable. Here you can write the data on your CD only once, but you can read that data many times. Then comes your CD-RW, which stands for CD rewritable. Here you can read the data from your CD, or you can write the data on your CD many times. The next comes your digital versatile disc, that is DVD. Now your DVD and CD, they just look same, but your DVD is able to hold more data. It uses red light to read or write data, and they have a storage capacity of up to 17 GB. Your DVD also comes in variety of forms. Number one is your DVD-ROM, where you can only read your DVD many times. Then comes your DVD-R, that is DVD recordable. Here you can write the data on your DVD only once, but you can read that data many times. Then comes DVD-RW, that is DVD rewritable. Here you can read the data from your DVD, and as well as you can write the data on your DVD many times. Then the last is your Blu-ray disc. Now this disc uses blue light to read or write the data on disc, and they are able to hold more data than CVD and DVDs. These discs have the storage capacity of up to 128 GB, and they also comes in variety of forms. One is your BD-ROM, that is BD read-only memory, where you can only read your Blu-ray many times. Then comes your BD-R, that is BD recordable. Here you can write the data only once, but can read your data many times. Then the last one is BD-RW, that is BD or Blu-ray disc rewritable. Here you can read the data from your Blu-rays, or you can write the data on your Blu-ray. Now comes your flash memory. These are plug-and-play devices, that is you only need these devices to connect it with your computer and they are ready to use. These are solid state devices just like RAM, but they are non-volatile in nature. That is, the data in your flash memory retains even if you remove the device from your computer. So we have completed this session, and I hope all things must be clear to you. Just go and revisit it once more. Well, that's all for today, and have a nice day.